Newsbeat. Hurricane Helene continues to gain strength as it closes in on the Gulf Coast of Florida.
Men's basketball holds their first practice in the PMAC as the season approaches.
And a sweet new way to stay cool on game day. All this and more, Newsbeat starts now. Good evening and happy Thursday. I'm Morgan Charles.
And I'm David Bartholomew. Thanks for tuning in.
In breaking news, Hurricane Helene is expected to fully make landfall tonight along Florida's Gulf Coast as a Category 4 storm. Millions of Gulf Coast residents will be faced with winds exceeding 130 miles per hour, heavy rainfall, as well as the possibility of tornadoes. There is also expected to be a storm surge in the southeastern states.
Earlier today, former executive editor for the Washington Post and Boston Globe, Martin Barron, spoke to mass communication students about his new book, Collision of Power. And our very own Danielle Ransford is live from outside of LSU's journalism building. Danielle?
Earlier today, LSU students got the opportunity to speak to award-winning journalist Martin Barron in the Holiday Forum. The event included a panel of students and professors who asked questions about Barron's years of experience and some topics he covered in his book, Power of Collision. Students were also allowed to ask Barron questions directly and gain advice on handling themselves after graduation. Barron spoke about what he hopes to see from this generation of journalists.
I want people to be more impressed with what they don't know than with what they know or think they know. I want people to have a real sense of curiosity and really focus on the kinds of questions that need to be answered, the questions that journalists need to get answered, rather than thinking that they actually have the answers before they've started on any reporting.
Tonight at 6:30 in the LSU Fieldhouse, Barron will attend a screening of the film Spotlight based off of his journalistic investigation, which will be followed by a Manship-moderated Q&A. Reporting for Tiger TV, I'm Danielle Ransford.
Make sure to follow the Manship School of Mass Communication on social media to learn more about events like these.
Are you an out-of-state college student and unsure about how and where to vote come November? Don't fret, because we have everything you need to know about absentee ballots. Go Vote LSU is an organization that helps all students understand everything they need to know about voting. Students who moved 100 or more miles away from home are eligible to request an absentee ballot to send to their vote home back to their home states. Absentee ballots allow out-of-state students to still have the ability to vote from their home state without having to be there in person.
If students are curious about absentee ballot request deadlines, they can feel free to go to a website, vote.org, and they have a very comprehensive list of both voter registration deadlines and absentee ballot request deadlines for all 50 states.
You can contact the Go Vote team through Instagram DMs and ask any questions you may have about elections and absentee ballots. Don't forget that no matter how far away from home you are, your vote still matters.
Voting for the first time can be a mix of excitement and uncertainty for many college students, especially with an election just around the corner. Our very own Lexi DeCastro has a story breaking down some of the concerns that students are facing and how they can make informed decisions at the polls.
For many LSU students, this upcoming election will mark the first time they cast their vote. But with so much information and misinformation online, navigating the process can feel overwhelming. With early voting and election day approaching, many students admit they're nervous about how to find the accurate information about candidates and avoid misleading content.
Yes, because I feel like everything on like social media is just like opinion based and not fact based.
And it's hard to actually have like an unbiased opinion nowadays because everyone has so many opinions, and if they don't like your opinions, like I think we need to give each other more grace.
Following the Riley Center event on analyzing the presidential election, I spoke with the executive director of the Women in Politics Institute, Betsy Martin, to get her advice.
It's hard to be a really smart news consumer these days because there's just so much out there. And so you really need to first kind of take the time to think about like what are those trusted sources. Try to get out of, if you live in kind of a news bubble and you're only watching one side of the news, like try to get out of that.
Martin also discusses how news networks can often provide more reliable information compared to cable news. encouraging students to seek out credible reporting on the policies and issues that matter most to them.
I think the networks, and by that I mean like ABC, NBC, CBS, for the most part, were pretty objective and middle of the road. I think the cable channels, where it's what pulls you to each side.
The bottom line, don't let fear of misinformation or bias stop you from exercising your right to vote. Use multiple sources, fact check what you read, and make sure your voice is heard at the polls.
To learn more about the voting process, including how to register and where to vote, visit the State of Louisiana Secretary website or check out Go Vote LSU's Instagram for more.
After the break, Tiger TV's very own Kennedy Banks is in the studio with this week's Tiger Sports Update.
You don't want to miss it.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical to save the day. From electrical issues to keeping you comfortable, plumbing repairs, and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical, your one-stop solution for electrical, AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call or visit us online at southernairbr.com.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Feel bad?
Yes.
Oh no, I don't feel bad. This is the art.
The Purple Room podcast is back. And now we're live from walk-ons every Friday before home football games.
Run by passionate students, the Purple Room delivers all the latest LSU sports and culture.
Join us for great food,
Cold drinks,
and for a chance to win free loaded cheese fries.
the Purple Room, the ultimate pregame podcast party.
Live from walk-ons every Friday before home football games.
Get Gordon and get it done. Yeah, everybody know Gordon in a 225. And he done link with Big Four. He got buku ties, Ferrari sliding, flying in a new coupe ride. And every time I ride by, I see a brand new sign. I'm with Gordon, I know that he gon' get it done. Whether it's a big truck crash or a hit and run. Recovery funds, he fighting to get a ton. Mike Epps, man, we all about the Benjamin. Handling injuries, man, are you kidding me? Gordon McKernan, that's champion energy. Yeah, family man with a family plan. Get Gordon, he gon' fix it like a handyman. Get Gordon and get.
Welcome back to tonight's Thursday Newsbeat. I'm Kennedy Banks with your Tiger Sports Update. Basketball season is almost here as the men's basketball team is gearing up to take off. LSU men's basketball kicked off their 2024-2025 season with the first practice inside the PMAC as the Tigers look to take another leap in year 3 under head coach Matt McMahon. After finishing 8th in the SEC last year, the Tigers are looking to get back to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2022 and the first time with Coach McMahon. The Tigers open up their season with an exhibition game against Loyola New Orleans October 29th before officially starting the campaign November 9th against UL Monroe. McMahon and company are looking to keep building on their strong work in the offseason.
Really the work ethic and the coachability stands out to me here early in the season. You look at guys like Jordan Sears and Cam Carter, who took advantage of every opportunity to be in the gym at 5 in the morning with NBA players like Garrett Temple all summer.
With some promising wins last year, the men's basketball team tends to be trending in the right direction. Looking ahead to this weekend, LSU versus South Alabama will kick off at 6:45 on Saturday. The Tigers are coming off a 34-17 win against the UCLA Bruins, where they were a second-half comeback team. The South Alabama Jaguars, however, are coming in hot off a win against Appalachian State, where they imposed their will. The Jaguar offense scored 48 points last week at App State and totaled almost 500 yards of total offense. The LSU defense that held UCLA to 0 points the entire second half will take on an offense with some firepower.
They rushed for 320 yards against a very proud program in Appalachian State at App State. So, they've got 28 FBS transfer portal players on the roster, 9 of them from SEC schools. This is a team that has some really good football players. led by their quarterback, Gio Lopez, and their running back, Fluff Bothwell. These are two outstanding freshman players.
Saturday is set to be an exciting night in Tiger Stadium, to say the least. We won't have to wait until this weekend to watch some Tigers in action, as LSU soccer will take on the Oklahoma Sooners at home tonight at 6 p.m. The team kicked off SEC play last week with a shutout win against the Ole Miss Rebels. The Lady Tigers are hoping to extend their win streak and improve to 7-3-1 on the season. While it won't be easy with the Sooners coming off a win versus fellow SEC opponent Texas A&M, the team will fight to defend home turf. That's all the time we have for this week's Tiger Sports Update, but don't go anywhere, because after the break, there's a sweet treat I'm sure you'll want to know more about. Stick with us.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical to save the day. From electrical issues to keeping you comfortable, plumbing repairs, and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical, your one-stop solution for electrical, AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call or visit us online at southernairbr.com.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Feel bad?
Yes.
Oh no, I don't feel bad. This is
The Purple Room podcast is back. And now we're live from walk-ons every Friday before home football games.
Run by passionate students, the Purple Room delivers all the latest LSU sports and culture.
Join us for great food,
cold drinks,
and for a chance to win free loaded cheese fries.
The Purple Room, the ultimate pregame podcast party.
Live from walk-ons every Friday before home football games.
Get Gordon and get it done. Yeah, everybody know Gordon in a 225. He done link with Big Foe. He got buku ties, Ferrari sliding, flying in a new coupe ride. And every time I ride by, I see a brand new sign. I'm with Gordon. I know that he gon' get it done. Whether it's a big truck crash or a hit and run, recovery funds, he fighting to get a ton. Mike Epps, man, we all about the Benjamin. Handling injuries, man, are you kidding me? Gordon McKernan, that's champion energy. Yeah, family man with a family plan. Get Gordon, he gon' fix it like a handyman. Get Gordon and get it done.
As many LSU fans have been enjoying the football season, the Dairy Store has brought something sweet to add to your tailgate. Our own Divine Hannon is here in the studio with the latest scoop. Divine?
Thank you, Morgan. Looking for something cold and sweet to beat the game day heat? LSU's very own campus Dairy Store has got you covered. Over the year, the Dairy Store has brought new flavors to their menu, such as Nutty Coconut, Tiger Bite, and Black Cherry. And now for the ice cream lovers on LSU's campus, they can look forward to a new flavor for every home game, themed as the mascot's rival. The store started with Blueberry Cobbler for the UCLA, as their mascot is a bear. The ice cream had vanilla cake pieces with fresh blueberry swirled together. With this new home game flavor rotation, the store has gotten those with adventurous taste buds attention.
Totally new flavor. A lot of people are really intrigued, and they're like, even though it may sound weird, they're willing to try it, which is really cool.
You can go to the Dairy Store to try their new flavor, Jaguar Tracks, as we face the South Alabama game this coming weekend. And boy, was that some good ice cream, right, y'all?
We just tried it, and it was actually really good.
And blueberry, berry for UCLA. Like, come on now, that was brilliant. They did that.
Yeah. I think my personal favorite was the Tiger Stripes.
You mean Jaguar Tracks.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the time we have for tonight. Don't forget to watch Tiger TV's own podcast, The Purple Room, which talks all things LSU sports, entertainment, and culture every Friday on YouTube and Spotify.
To stay up to date on LSU news and sports, be sure to follow all of our social medias at LSU Tiger TV.
And tune into our shows every Monday through Friday, live at 5. Until next week, I'm Morgan Charles.
And I'm David Bartholomew. Have a great night, Tigers.